wait just here for 1 second and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, so there's no guarantees that this is not going to freeze up like it did before. I'm not sure why it's been doing that, but it has. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I'm sorry for coming so late, but we had a long day today. We saw a lot of destruction and other things going on here in North Carolina. Hey, Kendra, it's nice to see you. I hope you guys are doing well. Outer Banks, hey, I'm up late. Big Mac Mike, Melanie, it's nice to see you all here. So I just wanted to, and I don't want to address, hey, Chris, JH, it's nice to see you guys. I don't want to, cause drama, but of course we know everybody else causes drama. The Daniela Mendiola case has been going on since August 20th. And nobody seems to care about this young, beautiful Latina girl out in Graham, North Carolina until I get involved. And then they want to call because most of the information that was told to me, that was told to my audience, was provided by the family, provided by witnesses, provided by people with first-hand knowledge of the events going on the ground. You know, obviously intimate information has evidence, has corroboration, and I haven't watched any of the hate channels or anything like that, but I have been getting notifications that everybody's saying, oh, they debunked your information. No, first of all, they didn't debunk anything. I haven't watched it, but I'm not going to, because I know that they haven't, because we've seen the evidence. They're sitting in Timbuktu talking mad smack about the stuff that the family has told us. So they're basically calling a family that has lost their child, that was ran over, that literally had their legs above their head. They're calling that family liars. I am so sick and tired of these hate channels. They don't care who they hurt. They don't care what families they destroy. This family is already hurting, and I can guarantee everything that has been brought forward by the family, and again, corroborated with actual evidence, not somebody's stupid opinion or what they think they know. So I want to make sure that that's ultra clear. We're sick of these hate channels destroying families that are already destroyed. Yet here we go again. Don't want nothing to do with the case until I'm on it. And then they want to go work around the clock trying to destroy a family to get to me. And it's very, very sick. It's twisted. It's demented. It's evil. I don't know what kind of other words to describe these people. They are not good people. Their information never pans out. When we have our information, 90% of the time pans out. Why? Because we go boots on the ground and actually look into stuff. Not sit there and be a keyboard warrior and think, oh my gosh, I found it on Google. It's got to be right. So it's getting absolutely, utterly ridiculous. They are miserable and just want company. Exactly. But they are, for their audience to engage in this too, just show you what it's like, you know, all of the world's pieces of crap just congregate together on these channels and act like they know something. They do not. Absolutely do not. This girl did not deserve what she has gone through. This man has been seen making gummies, going in excess of 150 miles an hour. We have those videos. We know who his family is. And so this was not work I did. Okay, this is not research I did. This was research that was done and provided to me by this family when we were looking into this case for them. As we were asking them questions, they're pulling this stuff out. I can guarantee that these hate channels out there trying to debunk this family's information, which is, but you know what, maybe they are trying to protect yet again another murderer, you know, as always trying to protect the bad guys. They're just getting a really bad rap, you know, always going for the bad guys. It's like you almost see it truly is white hat versus black hat, right? Because these people, they will go after the dirtiest person. They could literally have the gun smoking in their hand and they're saying, oh, it was a firework. These hate channels are not good. They're criminal hate channels that are here just to cause a distraction, to ruin. This is an underprivileged, not underprivileged, but actually the father is a very good father, owns his own company, out there fighting on the streets for his daughter. But this is a minority case, and they're trying to literally destroy a minority family that's trying to seek justice to help yet another bad guy, a white guy that thinks he is owed something when he's done such terrible stuff. He was under the influence that night. Law enforcement took a breathalyzer. Nobody ever said he was under the influence of alcohol. We've all thought it was substances. His eyes were bloodshot. He has a history of meth. He has a history of marijuana. He has this history of making gummies, which is criminal in the state of North Carolina. And he has a history of driving in the excess of 150 miles an hour in a vehicle down dark roads. He's done this multiple times, and this one killed somebody. So I don't really care what these hate channels think they know. I'm sick and tired of them destroying a family or calling in yet another family a liar because they want to feel important. You know what? This girl's case didn't mean shit to them until I was there. She deserves better than that. She deserves better than that. So it's just getting to the point where the insanity on these streets, the pain on these streets have got to stop. They're destroying families that are already destroyed. Pretty soon you're gonna see them out there waving flags for a man that ran over a 17-year-old girl while he was intoxicated, going in excess of over 65 miles an hour and lost control of his car. Now, I beg these assholes that are on the other ends of these computers trying to say, oh, we debunked Betty. No, you didn't. You just look like an asshole like you always do. And you are always wrong. Always. Always. This girl deserves justice, and I'm so sick of the drama that these people, I must be such a threat to them where they can't even wash, they can't even wake up in the morning without thinking, what's Betty doing? That's pretty fucking creepy, if you ask me. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. And you're in here, people are in here, and Seth's having to throw another victim of these hate channels. Seth Rogers, welcome. My house is quiet and it sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my friend. I don't agree 100% with any creator, but to sit and listen to the negativity, I can't. These victim stories are hard enough. Are you kidding me? You guys have no clue. You have no clue. Seeing an entire family breaking down, holding them and knowing there's nothing you can do to help, to really help other than this. This man wasn't even going to go to jail. He wasn't even going to go to jail. They drove him home. He killed a 17-year-old girl, and he didn't even get a blood test. Every single report that they've got on this has a different time. They have screwed up all of the paperwork. This is a breeding ground for a defense attorney to try to wiggle this man out of these charges. The little charges that were able to be brought about. A hit and run, and illegal intent. That's what this man was charged with. That's not enough. He removed evidence. I should say kicked evidence off the road. But we all know that when law enforcement are there, they have to measure it. And it's sad to say, but no, the law enforcement didn't measure it. It's sad to say that the law enforcement gave the family latex gloves and an evidence bag and told them they've got all the evidence they need. If they want to collect any more, to do it themselves. They had to pick up her hair, her nails, and her freaking teeth off the side of the road. And you got hate channels. Oh my God, we debunked Betty. Nobody gives a flying you know what. Because everybody on here knows that you guys lie incessantly. You know how we know when you're lying? Your lips are moving. We spend real money to find out the real truth here on these cases. And what we witnessed is very sad. It's unfortunate. And this 17-year-old girl, because she has brown skin, may not get justice. And that makes me sick to my freaking stomach in 2024. And you got these idiots that think this is a freaking game. And you wonder why. You wonder why. Sometimes I wish what these families, these innocent families are going through, they would have to deal with one day. Because it's only then they realize how much pain they're causing to these families. Do I really want that? Of course not. But sometimes it takes shock and awe to make somebody wake up and see the error in their ways. It's very upsetting to me to continuously see this over and over and over again. They don't care about family. You know what they care about? They care about clicks and views. Everything they used to say that we cared about. When we proved we do not care about a damn click or a view, we sold trucks to do this. We did anything to make money so we could help families. We are proud of building these channels properly and not on hate, but on love. And we are proud to have the support that we have on these channels. But boy, I gotta tell you, there are just a few things that get under my skin. And I wish to God that the audience would get away from these people that cause pain to families for no other reason than to cause them pain. While these people sit at home on their ass, never do a flyer, never create a shirt for a missing person, never get off their freaking butt to post a sign. Coming out and saying, oh, they got it wrong, they got it wrong, they got it wrong. I say, prove it. Show your receipts. Because I can tell you right now, this family has more evidence than you know what to do with. They have half the car that fell off because law enforcement didn't think it was important to collect the car. They didn't think it was important to measure from the point of impact to the point where her tooth was. They didn't think it was important to pick her teeth up off the side of the road, but it was okay to give a father a freaking latex glove and a freaking evidence bag. I'm so sick of these channels. And until you guys stop watching them, start condemning them, this is bullshit. Every case I go to, they will not leave the families alone. This is not okay. This is not okay. Yet again, here we go. Layla Santinello, they attacked her mother. Seth Rogers, they attacked his father. This case, they're now calling the family liars. When they have all of this information and proof and evidence, the stuff that these yahoos on these computers do not have. I not see everyone that is horrible. I blocked lists. I think mine has the Genevieve, what is it? Geneva Convention attached to it as well. Oh, good gracious. But this girl does deserve justice, and we need to stop this nonsense on YouTube. Unsubscribe from them, and if you are following these hate channels, you are disgusting pieces of shit, and I'm telling you, if you keep supporting these pieces of shit, you're going straight to hell with them, because there's nothing godly in that at all. There's nothing honorable in that at all. Everybody's getting tired of the hate, Gypsy. Everybody. And you know what? The more we put a stop, when people start, I heard some people started getting served. So, I don't know, but this has got to end. So if you're supporting these channels, even looking under the hood, I'm going to ask you once again, stop. It's not worth it. Don't send me any of their clips. I don't even want to accidentally click on them and give them one single view. Don't go there. Don't look. Don't watch. Just shut it off. Because enough's enough, and every time you go look to see what they're doing, their views keep going up because you guys don't mean to help them, but you're helping them. What we don't is, let's treat them like H, right? Let's treat them just like H. We don't want to know what it feels like. We don't care what it feels like. We just know when people do it, they die. That's what needs to happen. But any idiot that's listening to these yahoos sitting behind their computer when we have a freaking stack of information, you heard her father. We have all the evidence. We have all the evidence. So anybody want to fact check that, they can fact check my ass. Because I'm telling you, I saw enough to know what this man is saying is true. And you guys need to go back and read about this community. Graham, North Carolina, Liberty, North Carolina. They were sued. Their sheriff is saying, bring me Mexicans. Arrest Mexicans. They didn't even have to go to trial. They won on summary judgment. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And he was telling me some of the stuff that they have had to Dragon Balls. I did. I did say that. You never know what's going to pop out in my mouth. But it's sad. Okay, it's sad. And the corruption, you feel it, you know, these officers, this man's fighting for his daughter, and these officers were coming around and, you know, just giving a hard time. I mean, they were being polite, but they were still giving a hard time. You know, nobody was bothering anybody. Nobody was, from what they said, you know, I asked them, are people calling you? Because I figured, you know, we're monitoring everything, you know, anything and everything. And so we're asking them, but I already knew who the officers were because I did my research, right? Something that these people, these hate channels don't know how to do. They can talk out of their ass. They can make it very compelling and very convincing, but it's very rarely ever accurate, true, or correct. Just saying. Take it for what you will. So we had a very eventful trip, and I know that everybody's out there boo-hoo-hoo-hooing because we had a production team with us, which we do several times a year. Why? Because we're not YouTubers, and they may not like us, but the rest of the world does, okay? So there is that. There's a big whole world out there beyond social media, okay? A big, big world with a lot more people in it, okay? A lot more people in it. And trust me, they have these things called brain cells, and this really key ingredient called common sense. Just saying. You know, just saying. Doug on Heartstrings says, looking good, Betty. Are you kidding me? This is my bedhead Betty. I don't even have any makeup on. Look at me. I'm a hot mess express. What's up? What can I say? Beauty's only skin deep. Beauty's only skin deep. It matters what's in my heart and in my soul. And it makes me just want to go to these hate channels. Aw, thank you forever, Nikki's mom. Hugs and kisses. Sorry you're going through this again on another case. They are jealous of you because you're successful. Keep your work. Keep up. I can't even read. Good gracious. Keep up your great work. I need to go back to reading class. So sorry. The glasses ain't helping tonight. I think they might be a little foggy. Damn it, they're clean. Can't use that excuse. Just saying. It is. Well, we can do fresh showered Betty instead of bedhead Betty. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell you guys something. So the thing was is that we were filming, and of course we had like this interview thing and going on afterwards and stuff like that. So they wanted us in the the same clothes or whatever, and so I'm like, okay, so I have this bonnet, this. Oh, good gracious. Olivia calls it a do-rag. And so I started calling it a do-rag too, but it's not. It's a shower bonnet. And so I walk out of the shower in my bonnet, and I'm in my pajamas, and she goes, "We got a new Betty." I said, "What?" She goes, "Bonnet Betty." She's starting to name Betty's too. I don't know what to do. And I told you guys how we're always talking about the adventures, and at least me, the adventures of Sweetie Pie and Sourpuss. She had a moment. We won't go into it, but she had a moment. I said, "You know what? I think we're going to switch the names. I think you're going to be the Sourpuss and I'm going to be the Sweetie Pie." She started laughing. I'm telling you, we got some Bettys. I'm telling you, I got a line. Any doll makers out there, you want to take me up? I'm telling you, it's the next big thing. We got Machete Betty, Jailhouse Betty, Bedhead Betty, Bonnet Betty, Butthurt Betty. We like those. Those are the ones that are crying there, trying to say, "Oh, we debunked her. We've got to follow her around because we can't be near as good as her because we're stuck at home doing absolutely nothing but our thumb up our butts." Ninja Betty, we got Ninja Betty. I think I stole that from Dolly. I do. We got a Stay Strong Betty. No, I'm just kidding. Reality One says Stay Strong BHB, and I'm like, I didn't even think about that. We can make that. Mag 50 says Betty Boob. Oh, good gracious. Machete Betty. Betty the Yeti. Machete! That's good. That's good stuff. Well, I just wanted to vent because I'm not calling anybody out because they don't deserve a plug on my channel. They don't deserve a plug on my channel. They deserve to burn in hell, quite frankly. Yet another family they're trying to hurt. But this man deserves to be in jail for a long time. His lifestyle has caught up with him. But when it caught up with him, it took a 17-year-old girl out. And that's the reality of life. And I can tell you, that mother had real tears. That father had real evidence. And I wish these drama channels would stay. Like, you guys can go make drama about anything and everything. Go talk about the freaking Miss America. Why don't you go talk about like PETA stuff? Like, get after the freaking animal abusers. I mean, there's a whole world of drama they can create for a whole bunch of stuff. Why do it for these families that are already hurting so bad? I'd love to see one of these yahoos do the work that I do. I mean, all bullshit set aside, I'd love to see them try. That's what pisses them off. They have literally no idea where to begin. They have no idea even what we do. And that's what the bad part about it is. They have literally no clue what we do. And I can tell you, these families are grateful for everything that we do for them. Every single thing. We know people, right? Have you looked at the federal filing? For fuck's sake. What's wrong with you damn people? These people are idiots. I think I'm gonna have to be a Jennifer Coffin Daffer and just stop, They're gonna keep talking about me because I pay their bills. Let them change They're gonna be forced to change topics sooner or later. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's like, the fuck? I hate cussing, but sometimes I just need to let the F-bomb go. Sonia, I forgot the cuss jar. Just saying. Sad I've been catching up on the story. Oh, it is so sad. It is this. It's I mean, the story itself is sad, but they were all at the scene. This is what people don't understand. They saw their daughter and their sister in that condition. That is something no family should ever see. You guys do not understand the condition she was in. It it's something that her brothers will never unsee. Never. And to know that this was completely preventable. This was not just an accident. This was a kid or a man, a grown ass man that acts like a kid, living at home with family, not taking care of his own business like he's supposed to be doing at 38 years old, acting like a heathen out there on the streets, thinking he's a Billy Badass, acting like a punk, driving 100 miles an hour down dark roads, getting high and being behind a car, being behind a steering wheel. He mowed over a 17-year-old girl sitting there waiting for a ride and drove off and left her dying in a ditch. And even when he arrived back to that house or back to that scene, they sat there for another 20 minutes allowing this girl to die. That is pure evil. That's not an accident. Fact check that. Idiots. These hate channels, enough's enough. It's time to unplug from them. All of us. I don't want to know what they're saying in those chats. We've got people handling that. We don't need to be monitoring them. None of you guys need to be over there monitoring jack crap. All right, guys. Well, that's kind of my message. I saw that. I'm not going over there to find out what was said or how I was debunked, because I know there was no possibility of debunking one single thing that I said. There is a mountain of evidence for everything that I've said out of my mouth related to this case. Period. I don't need to go look. I don't need to listen. I don't need to address it. I'm just letting you know that these idiots, yet again, and this family has the evidence. And when I say they've got the evidence, they've got the evidence. All of it. So I trust what I saw with my own eyes, not these yahoos that don't even have a high school education trying to tell me what I saw with my own two eyes. They can kiss my white-breaded ass. They are full of shit then. They're full of shit now. How do we know they're lying? Because their lips are moving. So let's stop listening to them. We're tired, right? We know where we get the right information from. We definitely have confirmation. If you guys don't believe me, go back and look at the Quentin Simon case. Look at what I said from the minute I hit that ground. What information did I provide? And go listen to her trial. And enough is said. Enough is said. When we were out there at Idaho 4, we didn't go and attack those kids. Everybody else did for the clicks and the views. We did not. My biggest thing is, what did I say? When I got out there, the first minute I got out there, I told my audience live, this is somebody we're not even talking about. And guess what? It was somebody we were not even talking about. When I was out there on the scene, guess what? We were the only news organization that was in front of Washington State University. We were the first channel, mainstream media, social media, all, that sat in front of the Washington State University sign and said, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. We have a high batting average on here, and there's not one thing that anybody can take away from that. We have proven ourselves on these streets with accurate and truthful information time and time again, while we have fools sitting there constantly calling us a liar, and we are constantly proving that they are the liars. So we're going to continue to do our work. We're going to continue to tell the stories as they need to be told with factual information, truth, and our perspective, commentary, criticism, and opinions. But I can guarantee our batting average very high on this channel, unlike theirs, when they always gravitate toward the bad guys and helping the bad guys escape justice, escape accountability for their actions. We hold people accountable on this channel, and we will continue to do so. All right, guys, have a great night. God bless you. Rock it out with your coffee beans out. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And until next time, please be safe. And don't be a POS. I'll keep that one to myself. And be kind to one another. God bless.